So in this video, we'll talk about why your website might not be showing up on Google and what the reasons could be. So I've come across, let's start first with, is it indexed? So I've come across this website, and the first thing I would do if I don't have Google Search Console access, that I would see the Robots.txt file and see what it says. So basically it says all user agents, so all search engines, they cannot crawl the admin side of the site, but they can crawl this and everything else. So that's not it. So the second thing that you can do is to take a look at the source code, and it's not going to be very technical, so I'm just going to show you what to look for. So basically you would go to view and then developer and view source code, and here you can see the Meta robots. Basically it says no index, no follow. So what it means is that it restricts all search engine robots to index, to crawl the page, index the page, or to follow any links on this page. So for this reason, this website is never going to show up on Google or any other search engine. And the way to do that is basically just type in site : and the main domain, and you can see 0. So the site is not indexed by Google because it's restricted. Now let's assume that your site comes up, or at least a couple of pages come up. Then what you can do is a couple of things. So at that point, hopefully you have access to Google Search Console. And then in Google Search Console, you would go to pages, and then you can see all the different possible issues. Not all of them are issues, meaning that, for example, here it's showing that this feed cannot be crawled because it's blocking by robots.txt, but that's by design. So we don't want Google to crawl the feed and other pages. The next thing you can do, and again, if you have access to Google Search Console, then you would just type in whatever URL you are curious about, and then it will show you whether it's indexed or not indexed and what the reason for that is. Now the next thing could be also within Google Search Console. If you go to security and manual actions and click manual actions, so if somebody did something that wasn't supposed to do, it's very rare, but Google does give out these manual actions. So if your website is spammy or hacked or whatever, then you will see a message here, and you will have to correct that before Google will allow you to, before they will crawl your page again. Now going back to robots.txt, so there are many tools, but basically sometimes a mistake can be done very easily, and the way is that, so with these simple 2 lines, you would block all crawlers or search engine crawlers on your entire site, and this is basically this only one character that does that. So if you have this here, it means that the entire site is restricted. If you remove that, then everything is allowed. All pages on the website can be crawled. Again, if it's there, none of the pages can be crawled. So this could be, if you don't know what what the problem is, this could be one, although usually this file doesn't change, except when you use, for example, a plugin. Then if there is an error there, that's possible. All right, that's pretty much it. So again, I would start with seeing whether your website is actually in Google's index like that. If not, again, it could be possible that you are actually blocking Google. If you have a brand new site, you may need a few days or maybe a week, sometimes even more, to get the site indexed. But if you have an existing site, then this is a good first step, and then going through what I described. I hope this helps. Take care.